Okay. Welcome to our math lesson. Our math lesson for today. So with this screen, what we're going to do, and I'm showing you a preview of what we are going to do on Thursday during our Zoom. Our math work for today is to work in our math stations, which includes working with your beans, red side, white sides, take and drop, working on your flashcards. If you have not made those yet, go ahead and make those. And any other math games that we have done, and Dreambox. Okay, I put an assignment in Dreambox for students to work on the lessons that we have gone over in Unit 6. Okay, so what we are going to do on this screen is, let's pull a card, 1 plus 5. We're going to use two colors. How could I show 1 plus 5? So I'm going to use red and blue. So my problem was 1 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm going to write the equation. 1 plus 5 equals 6. 1 plus 5 equals 6. My number 1 tells me how many red I have. My 5 tells me how many blue. My plus sign tells me that I'm going to put them all together. And my equal sign tells me that the amount I have on this side is the same on this side. So when you're adding, you are putting groups together. When we add, we are putting groups together.
Basic app. Belly up.
Let's watch this video real quick, and we will finish our lesson.
That's a really good one, Moby. It's gonna take a long time to make 1,000 paper cranes to make our wish come true. How many paper cranes have we made so far? We should add our cranes together and see. But what's the best way to add? Well, when you add, you join groups together to find the total. Let's see. We have 4 blue cranes and 3 red cranes. A tally chart could help add them together. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cranes in all. Hey, another way to add is to write a number sentence. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. Right, the total can be called the sum. And you can also write the number sentence up and down instead of across. I guess there's lots of good ways to add. Well, another way to add is to count on. How do you count on to add? When you count on, you start with the bigger number and then add the smaller number. Well, let's find out how many pink and violet cranes we have in all. Good idea, Moby. We can use a number line to help us count on. We have 5 pink cranes, so we can start with 5 on the number line. And we have 3 violet cranes. So we can move ahead 3 spots on the number line to find the total. There are 8 cranes in all. Counting on could get tough if we added 2 large numbers. How do you add 10? Wow, there are a lot of orange and turquoise cranes here. You counted 8 orange cranes and 10 turquoise cranes. It would take a while to count on to find the sum. But if we add 10, it'll be a lot faster. We can start with 8 and add on 10 to make 18. All you have to do is add 1 to the tens place. Now we can start with 8 and add on 2 tens. Right, Moby, there is a pattern. When you add tens to a number, the tens place changes, but the ones place stays the same. How can you use doubles to add? I guess knowing your doubles can make adding faster. If I have 8 yellow cranes and 8 magenta cranes, I know there's 16 cranes in all. Because I know 8 plus 8 is equal to 16. It's a double. So now we have 8 yellow cranes and 7 magenta cranes. We can still use doubles to figure out the sum. I know that 7 is 1 less than 8, so the sum must be 1 less than 16. 8 plus 7 equals 15. The sum is 1 less than the double. Well, since 9 is 1 more than 8, the sum must be 1 more than 16. 8 plus 9 equals 17. I'm glad there's so many different ways to add. I can pick the way that's easiest and fastest for me. But I wish there were ways to make 1,000 paper cranes easier and faster.
Moby's being silly. Okay, so we got BrainPop to work. So let's go back and let's look at our math. So we see that 1 plus 5 equals 6. And when we're adding, we're putting things together. We're putting things together. So let's look at this problem. 0 plus 6. How can I show 0 plus 6? And I'm still using my red and my blue. I'm still using my red and my blue. So I can show, I have 0, so I'm not going to use any red. 1. And I'm going to start them over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many red did I have? I had 0. How many blue did I have? I had 6. How many does it equal all together? It still equals 6. So 0 plus a number equals that number. 0 plus a number equals a number. Let's look at another problem. Let's do 3 plus 2. And I know you all know this one because that's one of the ones that we were working on since the beginning of school. So 3 red, 1, 2, 3, plus 2, 1, 2. How would we write the problem? Let's write it together. You got your finger up? Let's write our first number. How many red do I have? 3. Let's write it. Around and around. 3 plus, how many blue? 2 equals, what does it equal? It equals 5. We have 5 in all. 3 red and 2 blue equal 5. So for math today, we're going to work in our math stations. We're going to work on writing our equations. We are going to work on, we can use our beans in a station, making flashcards in a station. If you've already made your flashcard, you can use those flashcards to create a problem. You can use your beans along with your flashcards because you can shake your beans and drop them and then find the card that matches that equation. Find the cards that match that equation. So you're doing a number of things, okay? You're doing a number of things today. You are working in your math stations, and one of those math stations, which means about 5 to 10 minutes working with each thing, one of those stations is working in Dreambox. And remember, you need to complete a lesson in Dreambox. So that place that you go to needs to go from yellow to orange to green. So you need to make sure you get that check mark and you finish that lesson in Dreambox and finish that lesson in Dreambox. And then you also need to work in Lexia, and you need to make sure you complete that lesson so that you can move to the next level, And I am going to be checking Dreambox and Lexia later on today, working in math stations. And if you're working in your math stations, take a picture of something that you did in your math station and post it to your portfolio. Take a picture of something that you did in your math station and post it to your portfolio. And then I will add that assignment to your portfolio for you. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a great day.